Cashew conference. I am Naveen from cashewinformation.com. With me is Curtis Ibrahim from Duapa Agri.
Yes.
He's from Ghana. So just brief about your company and about you, sir.
So Duapa Agri is a vertically integrated agribusiness. We are mainly into cashews, and our headquarters is in Ghana, but we are operational in IVC. We are operational in Togo, Benin, Tanzania, and we have trade offices in India and Vietnam. And we are mainly into RCN trading and export.
So how's the market growing in Ghana? So what is the market size? Can you brief about that one?
Ghana market is big, especially because it's bordering with some French countries that have a trade facilitation. The goods come to Ghana and exported through Ghana. So what you end up exporting from Ghana is not only Ghanaian RCN. So the export quantity of Ghana is big. It can reach up to 250,000 metric tons per year.
What's the local production in Ghana as your estimate?
Ghana local production per estimate is around 120, 130,000 metric tons.
Okay.
Yes.
So over the years, how the production has been increased in Ghana?
Oh yes, over the years, 5 years back it was just 70,000 metric tons. So it's been increasing. It's been increasing.
What are the steps taken to increase this production?
Okay, there's a lot of government projects, government intervention going on. There's a lot of private entities getting into commercial farming, and there's a lot of activity with NGOs, these organizations that are supporting farmers to increase their capacities, give them training, give them support. So it's all coming together to increase the capacity of Ghana.
So there is no export tax from Ghana as of raw cashew is concerned.
Okay, it depends on which country. So for India imports from Ghana, it's attracted 2.5 import duty, 2.5% import duty. Vietnam is free. Yes, so it depends on which country it's going. But for IVC, for Burkina Faso, for Benin and Togo, there is zero tax for India. Yes, import tax. So it makes those countries a bit favorable. Yes, but since you can bring Burkina cashew through Ghana to export, because Burkina is a landlocked country, they don't have a port. So there's some preference for Burkina cashew that is exported through Ghana. Yes.
So what might be the percentage of cross-border trade of the Ghana with other countries? Can you tell in terms of percentage? So how much Burkina percentage will come to the Ghana? How much other country percentage will come to the Ghana for export?
So as it stands, you can consider a 50-50 percentage.
50 is
so
local production and
50 is for, yes, exactly. Because if Ghana is doing 250,000 metric tons and the local production is 120, 130, then that's a 50-50. Yes, that's what
So
it
which are the major countries which do the cross-border with Ghana?
It's mainly Burkina Faso. It's Mali and Burkina Faso. But Mali cashew has to pass through Burkina Faso, then Burkina Faso cashew as well. There are some unofficial routes for Ivory Coast cashew to come into Ghana. The numbers cannot be verified, but it's something that is going on.
So where do you see the Ghana production in next few years as the African industry is blooming in cashew production?
Yes, African industry is actually blooming in production itself, but moreover, processing is something that is likely to grow in Ghana, in West Africa. Most of the West African countries and governments are beginning to have some restrictions on export. And these restrictions, for example, last year, 2024, Benin government blocked exports because Benin government claims that the local production and local processing is the same. So if they encourage exports, it's going to affect the local processing. Benin wants to do something like that this year. Burkina Faso, they did it with shea nuts last year. They total block. IVC have blocked first 2 months of the season to encourage local production, to ensure that the local processors get enough raw material. And these governments are actually learning from each other. So it's something that is going to be, so it's making West Africa an ideal place for processing. So over the years, in the coming years, you can expect that processing investments are going to increase. And there's an advantage to it because exporting raw cashew nuts to India or Vietnam, you are carrying about 75% of shells and weight that you are paying for freight and logistics for. Because when you process cashew, 20 to 25%, 20 to 25% is the outcome from raw. You understand? So if
Yeah,
it is, and since, for example, the biggest processor in the world is Vietnam, and Vietnam exports mainly to Europe and the United States. So if processing is done in Africa, the distance to take kernels or processed kernels to Europe or to the United States is shorter.
Shorter, yeah.
And that 70% is not transported. So you save a lot of cost in transportation, logistics, and all that. Yes.
you.
All right. Thank you very much.